And here we go. I apologize for interrupting that duct tape, but we have returned with the grand finals of the Tenacious Turtle Tussle number 9. Again, this tournament series is still in its infancy. We have been having to reschedule this a couple of weeks in a row just because of the lack of signups, but this week we made this happen and we have our 2 finalists in the bottom left hand corner of Royal Blood. We have the Taiwanese Protoss player representing Starlight Twinkle. It's the red Protoss. It is Nice. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player representing himself, living in the land of Japan. It is HonMonO. Ooh woo, papi, ooh woo. And HonMonO, he's a little bit spicy, he's a little bit cheesy, he's a little bit out of the norm, is sending his SCV across the map. This is looking like an eBay block, to be fair. I don't think we're going to do anything too fancy with this. Meanwhile, Nice likewise going for his own proxy across the map. HonMonO is going to be delaying the natural base here of Nice with that eBay, but Nice, he doesn't care about the natural. Doesn't care at all. Is going to be going for a proxy gateway across the map, so he should be making a Zealot back at home and racing it across the map. With this gateway, he can warp in an Adept or a Stalker on the front lines, and he's going to be looking to take control of the natural, delay the CC for as long as he can as the probe is dipping up into the main. Now, I wonder if the Zealot does ignore the eBay and go across the map. Like, this isn't all in by Nice, this is just some pressure in the early game. It is just some pressure, but I wonder if this eBay will change things. I wonder if Nice will transition to something more committed instead, as HonMonO is going for a double gas opener, going straight for the factory. The Zealot is out, and the Zealot does spot the eBay of HonMonO. There we go, HonMonO. He does come across the gateway. He's aware of how aggressive his opponent's going to be. Bunker does get thrown down. HonMonO, he's getting ready for the Stalkers. As we can see, it is going to be Stalkers, not Adepts. Let's try to push up this ramp. Zealot on the way. Going to be taking a lot of hits already from this Reaper. Stalker has arrived. Is going to be delaying that bunker. Good focus firing here from Nice. Does get one of those SCVs at the same time. Good stutter stepping from HonMonO as well, keeping that Reaper alive. The bunker does finish. And HonMonO is going to be able to maintain control of his main base. Nice is going to be forced to expand at an unnatural location. Forced to take his third base as is natural because of that eBay. The mine! Up! The retargeting! Ooh, big connection, takes down the Stalker. Good retargeting from HonMonO. The mine shot was not wasted on the Zealot. As HonMonO is expanding behind this, he's not going for a one base all-in. It's important to bear that in mind because HonMonO is known for his all-ins, especially in this matchup. But typically HonMonO goes for 2 base all-ins. I can't remember the last time I casted HonMonO in a TVP where he didn't pull the boys. I don't want to live in that world. Meanwhile, back at home, interesting tech choice here. Nice, he throws down a Stargate and a Robo as well. Meanwhile, the Reaper gets across the map, does get eyes on the expansion of Nice. Is going to dip in the main and get eyes on the production, the tech as well. Meanwhile, HonMonO is a Diva enjoyer.
They're attacking your base, you know.
Este HonMonO. God damn it. Of course he is. He's an otaku. He's a bit of a weeb. But he was actually unable to scout the tech. Even though he got into the main base, he saw the rope. God.
Build more depots.
I need to stop looking at his vision. I can't handle it. He did see the rover. He didn't see the Stargate. Phoenix is moving out across the map. Because he didn't see the Stargate, he only has 1 Cyclone. He's working on... Thankfully, he does have a Cyclone at least, so he has some anti-air. So he's attempting to regain control of this side of the map. Going to be attempting to expand. Phoenix has arrived, but the Cyclone is in position. Big mine shot. Oh my. This mine is the MVP. It took down a Stalker and a Phoenix. Oh my god. Crazy. As Reaper does get across the map. Gets a probe. Dips into the main. And is going to get eyes on the bay. So this is the beginnings here of Phoenix Colossus for Nice. Colossus are on the horizon. HonMonO finally going to expand after having quite a setup here. Working on an eBay, getting into his 3-1-1, establishing his natural. And we'll see how HonMonO is going to be able to approach this. So if HonMonO... Oh my god, as another mine shot goes off. Oh my god. Again, really well positioned behind that gas geyser. But if HonMonO does go for a 2-base all-in, unfortunately, by the time it hits, I think Nice is going to have 2 Colossi. He's already got 1 on the way. He should have a second by the time a push comes. And without a Raven, we don't really have a kill move here. We can't really break these Colossi. So I wonder if HonMonO is going to go for a later game. To be fair, the tank count is quite high. And, oh, we're already moving out. The tank count is already quite high. We're up to 3 tanks. Looks like HonMonO, okay, is first going to deal with that proxy. Sensible, reasonable. He's not making a 4th tank, though. He's prioritizing Stim, getting into Marines, Marauders. No medevacs are on the way yet. Oh, as SCVs are going down, the Marines are out of position. Nice, abusing that. Getting at 3 workers. Oh, but another... Jesus, these mines. HonMonO. Papi. Ay, ay, ay. And here we go. He's going to be moving out across the map. Phoenix is taking a lot of hits. The boys are being pulled. Not too many of them, to be fair. But, you know, if HonMonO pushes on 2 bases, he needs to pull at least some workers. That's just how he plays. With these SCVs, he can throw down bunkers. He's going to try to wedge himself in between these bases. We'll see if he can do so as the second Colossus is on the way. Does force a siege. And the tanks do trigger the shields of that Immortal. Here we go, HonMonO slowly leapfrogging forward. Again, HonMonO trying to take control of this area in between the 3rd and the natural. Second Colossus does arrive. Oh, Widowmine is going to go down. Phoenix, as they come in, they CC the tanks. And does HonMonO have enough? He's going to try to focus his way through. Does work his way through those Phoenixes. The tanks do land. And 1 Colossus goes down. Big tank volleys go off. Overcharge is going to keep the Colossus alive just barely. But that was a good trade for HonMonO. Once again. Nice. Pushing in range of the tanks. Yeah, and it's too much. GG gets called. Nice. Bled out too much too quickly. And HonMonO, he takes game number 1. GG. Really solid tank shots. A really questionable attack from Nice as well to move out when he did. To try to break that location in such a manner without pulling probes. Just didn't have enough to support those 2 Colossi. And yeah, very crisp timing from HonMonO. I think if he waited any longer, he would have lost his opportunity. The window would have closed. Ooh, GG. GG. And HonMonO does take a lead. The most honorable of honorables. Exactly, exactly. No. Here we go. As we get into our next game. Again, this is the best of 5, so plenty of opportunities here for Nice to come back. Plenty of opportunities here to bounce back in this series. But we'll see how we go here. As we are getting into our next game. As we are getting into game número 2. And here we go, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Dragon Scales, we have the South Korean Terran player living in the land of Hapon, of Japan, representing himself and the clan Cranky. Not Cranky, it is HonMonO. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent, we have the Taiwanese Protoss player, representing Starlight Twinkle, it is Nice. Down in this series, but not out. Not out, not yet. Looking to fight back, looking to bounce back. Here we go. HonMonO this time not sending an SCV across the map, so he will not be going for the engineering bay block. Nice will be able to expand where he pleases. And HonMonO throws down his racks back at home. Throws him down back at home instead. So a much more sensible opener from both players. This time there is no proxy gateway, as HonMonO is not really one to go for a racks expand, especially on location. That's not really what he does. It's not really his MO. I'm not too sure how familiar Nice is with HonMonO. I'm sure they hit each other on the ladder relatively frequently. But when it comes to tournament play, I don't think they interact too often. Which is why I love hosting these events. We bring together some of these differing regions. Force them to play, force them to interact. For our entertainment, of course. Love to see it. And HonMonO is going for an SCV scout across the map. Again, very much later SCV scout, so no eBay or anything like that. Does get eyes on the expansion. Back at home, interesting. HonMonO, he doesn't go for a Reaper first, which makes sense now as to why he goes for the SCV. We have a bunker behind the middle line. HonMonO going for a reactor marine, so this is a fake out. He's trying to force an overreaction here out of Nice, as the bunker is within vision. It is within range. But there's no Reapers. Like, HonMonO, he's just chilling. The mind games, Bobby, the mind games. The bunker is looking to finish, but we do see... Oh, the SCV! Oof. Does barely survive. There's no shield battery. There is no shield battery, but this is keeping this Adept back at home. Shield battery is on the way. HonMonO forcing a reaction, keeping the Adept busy when there's nothing coming. There's nothing here. There is no Reaper. And Nice is now aware. He now realizes what's going on. He's going to shade across the map. He realizes that he has wasted some time back at home, and he's moving out to try to get some damage done. And now we have the salvage on the bunker. And HonMonO, he can go in for another scout. Oh my god. Does confirm the Stargate. Because the SCV was alive in that bunker, he was able to get a cheeky scout of the tech. Behind this, we have a 3 racks follow-up. Oh my god. That's a lot of racks. Marines are doing a decent job here at keeping up with the Adepts. Widowmine getting in position in the main base. We saw how well the mines were connecting in game 1. We'll see if they can do the same here in game number 2, as it is going to be hidden here behind that gas geyser. Oracle has arrived. And with this Oracle, Nice, he can try to go to town on this army. He can try to overwhelm and overpower these Marines. Up! Oof. Once again, Mine Shot goes off, takes down the Oracle. Nice has been having a really hard time against these Widow Mines. Hasn't been able to react, and that's a big blow here for Nice. He does have a second Oracle, but... not a good start. I do appreciate that the Widowmine has repositioned, but it is spotted by the Adepts. And Nice will not dive in with his Oracle. Behind this, we are transitioning into a Twilight Council and a Robo. So Nice, he's not making Phoenixes. He's going into a more gateway-heavy composition. The Oracle slips behind the mineral line, gets 2 SCVs before getting the hell out of there. Again, there is still that Widowmine here behind that gas geyser. So Nice has to be very careful with his movement. As Nice is going to be racing into a Robotics Bay. I wonder if this is going to be Charge. Charge with Colossi. That would make sense. Oh, as the other Oracle goes down once again to the Widowmine. That's the same mine. It's got 2 kills. 1 Widowmine has killed 2 Oracles. Oh my god. Nice, Papi. Not like this. Not like this. That's Nice back at home. Yep, he's working on Charge, working on his first Immortal to be safe. Then will be followed by those Colossi. But HonMonO, he's snowballing out of control. He pulls the boys. He's going for a big 2-base all-in. This is what HonMonO is known for. Adepts do commit to the shade. They're going to be getting some of these workers. Good economic damage is being done. But HonMonO, he doesn't care about his economy. He is all in. And what do we have at home to defend? We have a shield battery. We have an overcharge. We still have the first Colossus in production. Oh, God. I think this is too much. I think this is too little too late. Nice is in a lot of trouble. Second shield battery on the way. He's chronoing out that Colossus as best he can. But the Marines are here. Stim is done. Force field is going to slow down HonMonO. The tanks, though, they're getting within range. HonMonO, he wants in, papi. He wants in. Let me in. Shield battery goes down. Our Toaster's pylon is going to get targeted. This shield battery will not be powered, will not have an overcharge. Engineering bays are thrown down to create some surface area. Oh, but they're going to be cancelled. First Colossus does arrive. Oh, but we can't commit. Not into this. There are too many Marines. Big tank volleys go off on the Colossus, and HonMonO cleans this up. GG gets called. And HonMonO takes game number 2. Oh my god. GG. HonMonO. Papi. Oh my god. Looking powerful here in the finals. Looking powerful in this tournament. Again, a big reason for this really working well and snowballing out of control is because of the Stargate opener. It was a Stargate opener that went into 2 oracles, and the oracles did nothing. They got 2 worker kills. They got 2 workers before going down, instead of your typical phoenixes, instead of your map control that we should typically have. So really that was tech that didn't really lead to anything, didn't go anywhere, and it just really delayed the Colossus production of Nice. It was a really rough start for the Protoss player, for them to lose their Skytoss units in such a manner. And it did set Nice behind, and did mean that he was vulnerable to a 2-base all-in, as we saw. And now we have potentially the final game of the tournament. HonMonO, he hasn't dropped a single map today. He has not dropped a single map. Oh my god. He's crazy. He's crazy. Player name should be 69 versus HonMonO. Oh. Ay. I mean, look, he's pretty big. Okay, I've seen it. It's crazy. Especially today. He's looking really good today. He's looking on fire. And here he is in the bottom right-hand corner of Gressvan. We have the South Korean Terran player representing himself and a fake Cranky Ducklings. Living in the land of Japan, it is HonMonO. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Taiwanese Protoss player. He is red, representing Starlight Twinkle. It is Nice. Boy, HonMonO, he is 1 game away from taking the entire tournament in a 3-0 fashion. Which, by the way, HonMonO, he has never won a Tenacious Turtle Tussle before. It's never happened. This will be a first for him. Meanwhile, Nice, he's up against the wall. He's up against the ropes. If I'm not mistaken, Nice is the previous Tenacious Turtle Tussle champion, so... yeah, Nice, he's hurting right now. Let me just double check some of that. Let me just double check. As HonMonO does send his SCV across the map, is going for that eBay block once again. I'm just double checking it. Nice, he hasn't won one of these either, to be fair. So regardless of who wins, we're going to have a new champion. Now, Nice has gotten 2nd place twice, and HonMonO has also gotten 2nd place twice. So they're both kind of the bridesmaid, never the bride, until today. Today, finally, one of them, they're going to get married. They're getting married, Bobby. Let's go. As the engineering bay has too much progression on it, so Nice is forced to take the unnatural natural. There's too much HP on this eBay, so it's not worth trying to focus it down. So Nice is already in a vulnerable position, is already looking to be, yeah, just really awkward here in the early game. If you're curious, historically, Nice, he's gotten 2nd place twice to trigger, Trigger has, been a long-time champion of the Tenacious Turtle Tussle, and HonMonO has gotten second to Estrella and second to Ender. Again, Ender was the previous edition's champion of the Tenacious Turtle Tussle, which is why it's really surprising that HonMonO was able to take Ender down 2-0. Well, it's very surprising indeed, because Ender was able to overcome him in the best of 5 last time. But here we go. It's going to be another Stargate opener from Nice. Meanwhile, his adepts are moving out across the map. HonMonO for the first time going for a Rax Expand, an economic opener here from HonMonO. Okay, you have my attention, Mr. Mono. As the adept has arrived, is looking to try to delay the CC, and it looks like it will not get the delay. Oof. Very nice moves out of HonMonO, saving the SV, pulling it into that CC, keeping it alive. Meanwhile, behind this, we do have an Oracle opener. We have a 3-rack setup here from HonMonO once again. Widowmine is coming out. Oh my god. As HonMonO is just bullying back those adepts. Does lose 2 Marines in the process. Widowmines are repositioning. We have seen how good the Widowmines have been here for HonMonO. Can they live up to their name? Can they live up to their predecessors? As, oh my god, nice. He's throwing down a pylon in the face of his opponent. Nice wants to be the aggressor. He's going for a Twilight Council behind this. Not a Robo. He's not rushing into Colossi. Adepts, they take down another worker. They take down another SCV. Oracle has arrived, and HonMonO is on the back foot. He's being forced further and further back into his own natural. The mine! Oh my god! A big dodge on the mine. I thought it was going to connect with the Oracle, but it connects with nothing. A good bait with that Shade. And now HonMonO is in a lot of trouble. He's losing Marines. He's forced to pull the boys. SCVs are falling one after the other. And HonMonO will finally clean this up, but not without losing 5 workers. Again, I thought the mine was targeted on the Oracle, and I thought we were going to see it go down again. But alas, was not the case. Nice, ahead in workers. Ahead by 10 workers. Back at home, he's going for 4 Gateblink Stalkers, so Nice is keeping the pressure on. Very aggressive follow-up here from our Protoss player. Which also explains why he has a proxy pylon out on the map as well. Meanwhile, HonMonO, he has been struggling to get into this game. He has been struggling. He does take down the pylon at least. But without Stim, he can't really fight against these Stalkers. HonMonO being forced back into his natural. Once again, Stim still on the horizon. Tank is out. But more Stalkers are on the way. This Oracle does provide high ground vision, so Nice. He can bypass the natural and he can go straight into the main. And HonMonO, he hasn't scouted anything. He has no idea what he's up against. That's a 5th gateway being thrown down. Decent lock-on on the Oracle, but the Oracle does survive. And HonMonO is in a bit of trouble here. Nice is expanding. He's not going for a 2-base all-in, but he still has a lot of potential with these Stalkers. And again, with high ground vision, he does blink up into the main. HonMonO is able to keep up with him, at least a little bit. Oof. Tank on the low ground is going to be saved, though. This could have been worse. HonMonO does lose 1 tank, but he does pick off how many? 7 Stalkers? A good trade for HonMonO, actually. But I spoke too soon. Oracle, it comes back in. 3 more SCVs go down. Again, Nice fighting his heart out. Getting his 3rd base up and running. He's working on Charge, Robo, soon to be Robotics Bay, I imagine. I'm pretty sure HonMonO is going to be forced into an all-in. I don't think he has any longevity in this game. We'll see. Just because he's been taking so many losses and been slowed down so much. Up. Ooh, as the Oracle barely does escape. Once again, behind this we have Starport on the way from Medivacs. +1 on the horizon as well, but this is a late +1. I feel like we can't... I don't know if we can really wait for the Medivacs and wait for these upgrades. But the longer HonMonO is contained, the further ahead Nice is going to get. Does go for a scan, does get eyes on saturation. Second Robo is on the way for double Colossus production. There's Extended Thermal Lance. I don't know, I feel like HonMonO is going to pull the trigger. But we'll see, as he's just waiting for those Medivacs to come out. If he moves out now, I believe +1 is going to finish by the time the army gets across the map. Oof. Once again, the Cyclone does not get the Oracle. And here we go, HonMonO, he has to pull the trigger. Never mind, he throws down 2 more Raxes. Okay, so HonMonO is throwing down additional production. He does catch this gateway. Colossi, they're on the way 2 at a time. Now is the moment, but the revelations, the constant revelations are keeping HonMonO at bay. Scan does spot the army moving out. Oh, Revelation once again tagging the army. HonMonO, he can't do anything. And he takes a third. Oof. That's a rough third base. Alright, well, from here, HonMonO is going to slowly look to expand. This means that Nice, he can take a 4th. He can take a 4th, work on more Colossi, extend Thermal Lance is done. Nice has a lot of freedom available to him. We'll see if he does take advantage of HonMonO. He's already going for double forges for double upgrades. 4th base is soon to be on the way. Now that we're getting up to 4 Colossi, Nice, he can start working on Disruptors or Storm, but should be Disruptor production here from Nice, and just really round out this army. Here we go, HonMonO finally is moving out the Oracle, going to try to get a tag on this. Big move out from HonMonO. He does have a pretty terrifying army. Disruptors are on the way, but they're not out yet. Nice, though, he's able to get eyes on this. He is in position. No, there is a shield battery. No overcharge. Pushing up this ramp, though, I don't think it's going to be possible. Especially if Nice stays on top of the ramp with his whole position. Colossi. That is a lot of Marauders, but yeah, HonMonO, he has to back off. We have our first Disruptor. HonMonO is working on Ghost. For the first time this series, HonMonO, he's taking a 3rd. He's getting into a longer game. Big June Drop is being set up for the main. At the same time, Nice is moving out. Nice is going to be out of position. He may be forced to recall, or we could end up in a base trade. Zealots have arrived. Big Doom Drop into the main. How does Nice react? How does he respond? Yeah, he recalls back home. Does go for the recall, but these Colossi are looking a little bit exposed, but we have the overcharge. Nice turns back around. He kills 12 SCVs. Ooh, big Nova on those Marauders, and yeah, Nice. He just annihilates this drop. He's in position to intercept as well. Oof. Medivacs are going down. Only 2 Medivacs survive. GG gets called, and Nice will take game number 3, fighting back in this series, putting a point on the board. Let's go. GG. And again, as we saw, HonMonO, he missed his window, if there even was a window. Once we got up to 2 Colossi, it felt like it was a little bit too late. A lot of this was because Nice was able to keep his Oracle alive for so long and just keep tagging the army over and over and over again. And Nice, he was able to just read his opponent's movement so well, be ready for any kind of attack. And Nice, he was looking pretty powerful here from almost the beginning. I say almost the beginning because there was a window where HonMonO could have gone for a 2-base all-in, I do think, but even then, like, the Medivacs were really late, +1 was really late, like, it If there was a window, it was a really small one. If at all. As we're now getting into our next game, and thankfully, it's not a 3-0. Thankfully, we have a more back-and-forth series. We could even go to the ace match. Nice, he's got some momentum going his way. And really, this is why HonMonO, mate, you don't Rax expand, pap. You don't. Why are you trying to be economic? Why are you trying to play against your nature, your inner demon? Your inner HonMonO, papi. What's going on? And here we go, spawning in the top top right hand corner of Ancient Cistern. We have the South Korean Terran living in the land of Japan, still one game away from becoming this week's Tenacious Turtle Tussle champion. It is HonMonO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Taiwanese Protoss player representing Starlight Twinkle, putting a point on the board. Getting cheesed, getting proxied. It is nice. Here we go. Raxes are on the way. It's going to be a proxy 3-rax, so a very committed proxy here from HonMonO. No gases have been taken. It is going to be proxy Marine. And Nice is none the wiser. Oh, shout out to the beautiful turtle. The turtle, of course, waving at the SCVs as they do walk past. Now, we'll see how Nice is able to react, respond, and even scout this as well. As HonMonO is being as aggressive as possible. Gateway's done. We're going for a cyber expand, which is, again, pretty normal here from Nice. Is he going to be scouting across the map? That is the question. He does throw down that Nexus. And there is no probe scout from Nice, so he's not going to realize that the Rax is missing. Nice is in the dark, which means there's going to be a very late reaction from Nice. Again, typically we would go for a gate scout to get a read on what's going on across the map, but Nice, he's being greedy. He's cutting corners. Nice is cutting corners, and is this how this series ends? Is this how it ends, as the Marines are being banked up here? Safety shield batteries on the way in the main. Because Nice isn't scouting, it makes sense to throw down a shield battery in the main base to defend against Reapers. But HonMonO, he doesn't care about your main. For now, he cares about your natural. Stargate is on the way. If he goes for a Phoenix first, it may just be game. Phoenixes are really not what you want right now. Adept is finally moving out across the map. HonMonO is about to reveal his hand. An Oracle can help, but that's going to be a lot of Marines. And here we go. HonMonO, he has pulled the boys. He is 100% all in. The game will end one way or another, and HonMonO, he has to ignore the natural. He has to go straight into the main. Now, there is a shield battery. There is going to be an overcharge. Adepts are recalled back home. The Adept, it goes down instantly. As HonMonO, he's forcing his way in. Bunker is going to be thrown down. Ugh, there is only one Adept. The pylon, no! Natosis pylon! It has to be kept alive. It cannot go down. Boys are being pulled. Marines, they have a lot of DPS, but the SCVs are going down. So are the probes. God, that shield battery putting in a lot of work. And the Marines are soon to be surrounded. Nice is defending. He is holding on. But he's running out of probes. It may not matter, though, as long as he cleans up these Marines. Oh, they're trying to get into the bunker. The body blocking. One Marine makes it in. But that's not going to be enough. As the reinforcements are being picked apart. And the Void Ray comes out. Nice. He's going to clean this up. He has control of his natural. And Nice holds. He may be on 9 workers, but now he's on 11. He has efficient mining going on. Does lose 1 Adept. We still have more Marines on the way. Oh, that Void Ray did take a lot of damage. If we can get on top of the Void Ray, then maybe. Oh! Void Ray getting very low. Void Ray is getting very low. The Adept goes down. HonMonO, he can still pull this off. Yeah, we do see Nice. He's respecting the army. He's evacuating his natural. He's going back to mining. And the longer this goes on, the better it is for Nice. The longer this goes on, the worse it is for HonMonO. He's muling his heart out. He's trying to build up a second wave, but the Stalker comes out. And the Stalker can kite for days. GG gets called. We have an ace match. We're going to game 5. Here we go. We're going all the way to the ace match. Oh. And yeah, Nice, able to shut down that proxy, forcing the game 5. We're going the distance. We're going all the way. All the way, Papi. Let's go. And game 5 is going to be taking place on Altitude. Here we go. It all comes down to this final game. To this final map. Oh. I need it to be rowdy. Hold on. I need it to be a little bit rowdy, as here we go. We're getting into our next game. We're getting into our ace match of the grand finals of the Tenacious Turtle Tussle number 9, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Altitude. We have the South Korean Terran player representing the clan Cranky. Not Cranky. Living in the land of Japan, it is HonMonO. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Taiwanese Protoss player fighting back from the brink of defeat, looking to pull off the reverse sweep. He was down 0-2, and now we're in the ace match for Starlight Twinkle. It is Nice. Here we go. Really, this is the only way it could end in the ace match in game 5. On Altitude, the largest map in the map pool. Immediately, Nice is looking for proxies. Immediately, he's checking his third base locations, looking for proxy raxes. He now knows who he's playing against. He now knows how aggressive and cheesy HonMonO is. And he doesn't want to get done dirty, not in the ace match. So, very wise choice from Nice. That last game was a little bit close. A little bit close for comfort. So, Nice, he doesn't probe scout across the map, but he makes sure that he is not being cheesed. So, very nice scouting here from Nice. See what I did there. As he's going for a gate cyber expand, very standard opener. Because of how large this map is, Nice is not really going for a scout. Meanwhile, HonMonO, racked expand. He does mix things up. A very economic opener here from our Terran player, going for a single gas geyser. You do love to see it. Here we go. In the main base, Nice going for a safety shield battery once again. Because Nice isn't going for a probe scout, he's just playing it safe, getting a shield battery, even though he won't need it because we are skipping Reapers. We're going straight into marine production. It was a Rax expand into a reactor first. So very greedy play here from HonMonO. Meanwhile, Nice is going for a Stargate opener, and he should be safe to go Stargate because of how long the rush distance is by ground. You can take advantage of that and go into Phoenixes initially, even into Oracles. I would be expecting a Phoenix opener from Nice. That would make plenty of sense. As he is moving out across the map. Meanwhile, HonMonO, he's getting into his 3-rack setup. Adept is going to be threatening a Shade and does get eyes on the CC. The CC is done on location, so Nice now knows how economic HonMonO was. Well, meanwhile, the Adept is going to get caught out. He's not looking! Nice, wasn't looking, but he's just barely able to keep the Adept alive. Clutch Shade from Nice. Behind this, we're going Stargate into Robo. This is going to be for, of course, Colossi. So Phoenix Colossi is on the horizon for Nice. Meanwhile, HonMonO is going to be looking to kill Nice before he can really get his Phoenix Colossi underway. Looking at the vision here. Looks like we weren't able to see too much. Saw the factory, but not much else, as the Phoenix is going to be making its way into the main. Do we have a Widow Mine? We do. It's in the mineral line. We'll see if Nice can avoid it, as the Phoenix does dip in, but will avoid that Widow Mine. Going for a scout instead, confirming the Rax count. He's aware of how bio-heavy his opponent's going to be. And interesting. So Nice, he threw down a Robo, but he doesn't do anything with it. No Observer, no nothing. Oh, there we go. Now we have a Robotic Spay on the way. I was going to say he went Twilight Council before Robo. Before Bay. So does delay his Colossus production here in favor of security, I guess. It's really interesting. So basically, Nice is hard switching out of Phoenixes. Nice, he only made a single Phoenix. He's not making any more, which means he is vulnerable to drop play. He is vulnerable to harass. He doesn't really have too much map control. And instead he's going straight for Charge Lots, Colossi, Immortals. Very interesting choice here by Nice. I do think that this will work well. Basically, Phoenixes, they can have a really hard time defending against 2-base all-ins, because Phoenixes, they do nothing against Marines. They can pick up tanks, yes, but they can't do much else in a fight. So it makes sense for Nice to assume that HonMonO is going to go for a 2-base all-in and get ready with a ground army instead. There we go. First Colossus is in production. Charges on the way. The boys are being pulled. HonMonO, can he hit before charge is done? It looks like he may. Nice is getting ready, throwing down 2 shield batteries. He needs to warp in as much as he can. He only has 3 gateways. Oof. Maybe too much tech. You know, again, investing into this Stargate and not doing anything with it did set him behind. Even though he's trying to switch out of Stargate production, even though he's trying to get into charge lots, it was a big investment early on. An investment that didn't really do anything. Here we go. HonMonO, he's edging his way closer. The first Colossus, though, it does come out. Disruptor is on the way, second Robo as well. HonMonO's on a timer, and he's not really doing anything with his time. He's containing his opponent, but he needs to do more than contain. As Phoenixes are attempting to catch reinforcements. Tank does make its way across the map. Fleet Beacon is on. Oh my god, Fleet Beacon. Okay. Disruptor has arrived. Big Nova. Big Nova connects with the tanks. Colossus wants to finish it off. But a clutch repair from HonMonO. Going to be able to take down that shield battery. Heal up those tanks. Gets a kill on another one of those shield batteries as the tanks are getting closer. There is no high ground vision, unfortunately, so HonMonO, he's having a hard time really pushing forward, but the tanks are slowly encroaching on the bases. These tanks are pretty close together, so Novas are going to connect beautifully. Oh, as the tank may get caught out. More shield batteries are going down. HonMonO slowly making his way in. Phoenix does rally in. Bit of miscontrol. Cancel. Oh, it's a kill, not a cancel. But we can see Nice being bullied further back into his natural. God, and look at the tank count. Oh my god. There's so many tanks now available here for HonMonO. Getting within range of the tank. Sorry, of the tank, of the pylon, of the base. Never's go up. Decent connections, but we needed better than that. As Nice is hurting. Yeah, the Nexus is going to go down. And Nice cannot stop that from happening. He can't do anything about this. We have a Tempest on the way. Oh my god. HonMonO is a little bit overstimmed. But the Tempest has arrived, and that is going to pressure HonMonO to push in. He backs off. True. I mean, HonMonO, he's up a base. He doesn't have to fight. He doesn't have to commit. He does not have to force the issue. He's got 2 starports on the way for Vikings. Vikings, they will help against the Tempest, the Colossus, the Phoenixes even, everything. And I love this HonMonO. He does back off. Phoenixes are looking to maybe catch some of these tanks. Oh, as we are going for a massive siege as well. Novas are going up. They do take down 2 of those tanks. But the Phoenix go down. And big volleys on every single disruptor. And Nice is overextended. He does get caught in the center of the map. Everything goes down. GG gets called. And HonMonO does it. For the first time, he is going to be our Tenacious Turtle Tussle champion. GG. Ugh. GG, well played. HonMonO, he does it. He's crazy. He's a madman. Committing to the 2-base all-in. Nice having such a quirky response going for the Tempest, but things were looking dire for Nice even before that. We were talking about it. For Nice to go for a Stargate opener, to switch his tech into something else while being all in, you don't really have the freedom to do so. Like in the early game of StarCraft, like everything you invest your resources in, like it's so crucial that you're able to make use of it, especially with these like early defenses as well. So I like the idea of Nice transitioning into charge and into Colossus production. I do think that would work well in a longer game, but I mean, we saw that. Yeah, like HonMonO, he hits so hard so quickly with his push that Nice, he was kind of caught with his pants down a little bit with his army. GG, well played. Congratulations to HonMonO for becoming, for the first time, our Tenacious Turtle Tussle champion. My condolences to Nice, as he is always the bridesmaid, never the bride. At least in this tournament series, this is his second place for Nice. But he came oh so close. Oh, and with that, we are now done with our event today. Shout out to our players, shout out to HonMonO, Nice, Ender, Demi, even some of the amateur players that signed up today as well. Exclamation mark be in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the bracket yourselves, as we had plenty of new competitors, and again, I hope they did enjoy themselves. A shout out as well to Dave Testa. Dave Testa was co-casting, I'd say co-casting. He was also covering the event today. So much love to old mate Dave Testa. He did also spread the news about the event and did allow for some more sign-ups as well. So I do appreciate it. Do appreciate the support from Dave. And I hope he enjoyed himself. Hope he enjoyed himself over on his stream. Because we had some pretty entertaining games. Some pretty entertaining games overall. Too hung, too honorable. Oh my god, you're an animal. GG. And yeah, with that, that is our first broadcast of the day done. I say our first broadcast because we're going to be live once again in a couple of hours. Let me just double check. We are going to be live in how many? In 8 hours and 30 minutes. So plenty of time so I can get some breakfast. I'm starving. I would love some breakfast and maybe get a nap in. But our next cast is going to be in 8 hours. It's going to be Masters Coliseum, the final day of Masters Coliseum. It's going to be Bjorn versus Cyril and the winner against Cure in the grand finals. And I believe I won't be alone. I think I will be casting alongside Yaku. I think Yaku Zaku is going to be joining me for a cast. So always a little love and support. And much love to old mate Yaku. This will be joining me later on for the Masters Coliseum. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this tournament, if you want to support this event, monetarily, I should say, exclamation mark Patreon in the chat. Exclamation mark Patreon will give you a link to the Patreon page where we do fund our tournaments. Events like this, events like Grand Platypus Open, and the Sparkling Tuna Cup as well. We do, of course, fund our events, or we're trying to fully fund our event through Patreon and even grow our event further from there as well. So that's our goal, at least here on the Cranky Ducklings, to be able to support these smaller niche scenes as best as we can. We're doing our best. We're doing our best, Pappy. Doing our best. EG. So you can support us on Patreon if you want. You do gain replay packs and other benefits as well. Meanwhile, if you enjoy the cast and if you want some more, exclamation mark socials in the chat will give you a link to our social media. You know, we have a Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, we have a Patreon, we have a Discord server, and a YouTube channel as well, where we upload on a daily basis, so you can follow us on all of those platforms. Otherwise, we do appreciate it. I do also stream on my own personal channel, _VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I stream throughout the week. Just some Zerg ladder gameplay, some Diablo 4 with Asher, and some Final Fantasy 14 with Kuro whenever we are available. So I do some personal streams on my channel where you can follow me. Otherwise, again, if you only are interested in pro StarCraft, then Cranky Ducklings. Cranky Ducklings is the place to be. Quack, puppy, quack. Oh. Quack, quack, quack. With that, thank you. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you so much for the support. So we're going to be heading off here for the morning. Again, we're back in 8 hours with some more StarCraft. Always back with some more StarCraft. Stick around. We're going to be giving another streamer a raid. Let me just double check who we should raid. We could raid Dave, of course. Dave is streaming at the moment. But Ender is laddering, and Ender did compete in today's tournament, so we will be giving Ender some love and support. Because he did participate, and you know, we gotta spread the love, spread the love. So stick around. Ender, he's the best Zerg player in, of course, all of the Philippines. So you can give him some support.
How you doing, Fiery Black?
Oh, good. I was just opening up another stream, checking to see what was happening over with Dave. But yeah, with that, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. We'll see you guys in 8 hours for Masters Coliseum. Until then, hasta luego. Bye.